A changing world presents challenges for our wild friends. Our planet is changing. Temperatures are rising, weather patterns are shifting, and environments are transforming before our very eyes. These changes, driven by climate change, present significant challenges for all living creatures, especially our wild friends in the animal kingdom. Animals, from the smallest insects to the largest whales, are finely tuned to their surroundings. They have evolved over millennia to thrive in specific habitats with particular climates. However, the rapid pace of climate change is disrupting this delicate balance, forcing animals to adapt quickly or face the risk of extinction. The Arctic, for instance, is warming twice as fast as other parts of the world. This warming trend is melting sea ice, the primary hunting ground for iconic polar bears. As the ice recedes, polar bears must travel farther and expend more energy to find food, putting their survival at risk. Faced with a changing world, animals exhibit remarkable resilience. They possess an innate ability to adapt to new conditions, a phenomenon known as adaptation. Adaptation refers to the changes in an animal's behavior, physical characteristics, or both, that enable it to survive and reproduce in a changing environment. There are two main types of adaptation: behavioral and physiological. Behavioral adaptations involve changes in an animal's actions or routines, such as altering feeding habits or migration patterns. Physiological adaptations, on the other hand, involve changes in an animal's physical body, such as developing thicker fur or larger lungs. Adaptation is a continuous process, occurring over generations. It is driven by natural selection, where individuals with traits better suited to the changing environment are more likely to survive, reproduce, and pass on those advantageous traits to their offspring. Many animals are adapting to climate change by altering their behaviors. These behavioral adaptations allow them to cope with shifting temperatures, changing food availability, and increased competition for resources. One striking example is the change in migration patterns observed in numerous bird species. As temperatures rise earlier in the spring, many birds are migrating north earlier than they did in the past. This shift allows them to take advantage of earlier insect hatches and establish breeding territories before their competitors arrive. Another behavioral adaptation is seen in animals changing their feeding habits. For instance, some herbivores, like pikas in the Rocky Mountains, are consuming more flowers and less nutritious grasses as the growing season for their preferred food source shortens due to climate change. The shape of survival bodies built for change. While behavioral adaptations provide immediate responses to environmental change, physiological adaptations involve more gradual changes in an animal's physical body over generations. These adaptations equip animals with the tools they need to thrive in their altered habitats. One fascinating example of physiological adaptation is seen in the shrinking body size of some animals. Studies have shown that some species, such as Soay sheep in Scotland, are getting smaller over time. This phenomenon, known as dwarfing, is thought to be linked to warmer temperatures, as smaller animals can regulate their body temperature more efficiently in hotter climates. Another example is the evolution of thicker fur in some mammals inhabiting colder regions. As temperatures drop, animals with thicker fur are better insulated and can conserve more body heat, increasing their chances of survival. Hope on the horizon. Resilience in the face of change. The natural world is a testament to the power of adaptation. Animals, with their incredible ability to adjust to changing conditions, offer a beacon of hope in the face of climate change. Their resilience demonstrates that life, even in the face of adversity, finds a way. However, it's important to remember that not all species adapt at the same rate or with the same success. Some animals, particularly those with specialized diets or limited habitat ranges, are more vulnerable to climate change than others. These vulnerable species require our attention and conservation efforts to ensure their survival. The story of animal adaptation is a reminder of the interconnectedness of life on Earth. It highlights the importance of preserving biodiversity and protecting the delicate balance of our planet's ecosystems. Section 6. Our role in their future: protecting life's masterpieces. As we marvel at the incredible ways animals adapt to climate change, we must also acknowledge our role in this global challenge. Human activities are the primary drivers of climate change. and we have a responsibility to mitigate its impacts on wildlife and the planet as a whole. Reducing our carbon footprint through sustainable practices, supporting conservation efforts, and advocating for policies that address climate change are crucial steps in the right direction. By taking action, we can help ensure that future generations inherit a planet teeming with the wonders of the natural world. The resilience of wildlife inspires us to be better stewards of our planet. Let us work together to create a future where both humans and animals can thrive in harmony with nature. Our actions today will shape the legacy we leave for generations to come.